Hello, this is William McKissock with Schooley Mitchell, your expense reduction specialist. And remember, this isn't my day job. I am an expense reduction specialist, but I do want to help as many businesses as possible get some free marketing across social media. And today I have with me Amanda Holden. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, William. Thank you for the free marketing.
It's a pleasure to have you. So let me tell the viewers a little bit about you and your business, and then we'll get into some questions and you can tell us some more. So for the viewers, Amanda Holden is a post-closing expert with Albatross Title, Albatross Title Services. They're a newer title company in the Tampa Bay area, but they have a very exciting way of doing things. And Amanda's going to tell us all about this. So Amanda, tell me a little bit who you are. I know you're from Canada. Will anybody recognize the accent? And one of my favorite Canadians. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you get into this business.
Well, it was a good start. I am from Canada, and my husband and I moved here about 4 years ago because he was cold. And I had to quit my job, obviously. And it was funny, my real estate agent became my friend. When we bought our house down here, she wanted me to, work for her. So of course, I just got a visa. It was my first job, and I worked with her, and I got my real estate agent license, my real estate license. And then I was just always at closings, and I just found the whole title industry very interesting, which a lot of people will think that's weird. I actually like paperwork and reading about statutes and things like that. So it was just kind of a natural transition from my first job in real estate over into title.
Fantastic. So obviously a title company does a breadth of things. It's not just signing papers. Can you tell me a little bit about the breadth of the work that Albatross Title does and what your role as a closing expert is within that?
Well, my role is sort of after the fact. So once we've closed and once everything's funded, I make sure that all the paperwork's in order. I make sure that we have all the correct documents, that they're signed. And then the important thing after that is recording. So once you sell a home, you have to have your deed. And if you had a mortgage, that has to be recorded along with some other documents sometimes that are required to clear your title so that your policy can be issued for your insurance. Altogether, we do things a little bit different here at Albatross. We do the regular, the residential, the commercial, wholesale, refinancing, but we do it a little bit differently because we're more customer focused. So for instance, the other day, I had to go out to Lakeland to get a document signed. We had a client who couldn't get around, she wasn't mobile. And, instead of saying, oh, that's your issue, we go out of our way to make sure that everything is complete for you. And, there's no worries. Once you get the keys to your home, it's your home.
Yeah, so you kind of touched on what's exciting and new about what you're doing. Can you elaborate on that a little bit further as to why you're so different and what makes you exciting?
Well, we always sort of planned on being customer-centric, but then COVID hit and we had to learn how to do things not in office. Before, your traditional closing was you and your agent, and the buyers are, if you're the buyers, the sellers, their agents, and a title person there, everybody signs their documents, everybody gets checked, you're all happy. And that's not always conducive because you're working on other people's schedules. And so we try to accommodate every closing. Again, if we have to go to you, we go to you. If we have to send someone, if there's a way that we can change, not just check a box, no, this is the way it's always been done, so this is the way we do it. We ask questions. Do we have to do it that way? Do we need that document? How important is this? So we're always learning and growing, and we do that based on customers' needs. So we learn a lot. Hey, a client needs this. Can we do that? Yes. Client doesn't need this. Can we take that out and make it more efficient? So we're constantly evolving.
You took the thoughts right out of my head there, Amanda, because I was just about to say to the viewers, if you're looking for a title company that really puts your needs first as a person buying or selling a property, obviously Albatross Title has that, and I highly recommend you reach out to Amanda and the team, and her details are underneath her portion of the video. So you touched on COVID there, Amanda. Obviously, the company's been going for about 2 years, approximately around that time. So it wouldn't have been long before COVID hit that the company had started. So therefore, you've had to go through the difficulties of starting a brand new business and getting going, and then COVID coming in, and now here we are starting to come out the other end of COVID, and you're being successful. So what's the magic sauce to all of that?
Well, we were lucky that we were a newer title company in a way, so we weren't set in stone what we did. So when COVID hit again, the whole industry changed. Again, you can't come into the office, so how do you get legal documents signed? And, mobile notaries became really important. There was a whole legal issue about what's called a RON, which is you actually can notarize documents online. So right now, if you had a document, I'm a RON certified notary, no one has to go to you. You don't have to go anywhere. We do everything via Zoom or however, it really depends on the lender, but changing to accommodate that was difficult, and we were changing as the industry was changing, which was nice for us because a lot of our policies and a lot of what we did, we're kind of keeping that because people liked it. I don't want to come into the office. I want to have someone come to my office to do my closing, or everything kind of went to phone. So we actually were able to talk to our clients a lot more because, email is great, but, we couldn't do face-to-face. So we started picking up the phone. Hey, I need this. Hey, let me walk you through your wire instructions, that sort of thing. So COVID was a very unique time, but it was also a great time for us to build and grow as a company and see those changes in the industry as well.
Fantastic. So as a final thought, moving into the future, obviously you guys have, because you're a different company, because you do it differently, it's allowed you to come through the COVID nightmare and come out the other end with success. Like many businesses have hoped to get to. So what's the future look like for Amanda and Albatross Title as a final thought?
Albatross has really taken off. It's great to see. We've got, we've been busy during COVID, which was great. We're still busy now. Again, we're taking on different roles. And we're even, bringing in new roles. So for instance, we have a customer concierge that will call you and sort of they're your first, hello to the company, which is great. And that came from COVID, obviously. For me, I started in business development. Obviously, COVID, you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You can't take real estate agents, see them and talk to them. And we got so busy that I switched in post-closing. And because we're such a small company, we can afford to, okay, you're doing great here. Let's put you over here. Let's see what you do here. And it's not just, again, here's your role. It's how can you make it better? How can you make it more efficient? So that's always nice. And my next step will actually be, I'm taking my title license. So actually doing the closings, which will sort of kind of a little bit backwards. I started doing everything at the end of the transaction, and now I'll be the person at the beginning. But it's nice because I've been able to see it all the way through, being at the end. You see everything, you see all the documents, you see all the work that goes into it. So in the next few weeks, I'm hoping to take my license and pass it, which is another thing. And just, again, it's a great company to be with right now because it affords those kind of opportunities, and it's flexible. It's not, you're here and you're here for 10 years. You did this great. Where do you want to go next? And the company's kind of like that too. We started in one place, we've worked our way here, and we're always looking to the future and how we can improve and grow.
Yeah, fantastic, Amanda. As viewers, you can see here in Amanda that she loves working with this company, and it's because they adapt to your needs, they adapt to the needs of the members of staff. An exciting way of doing title. And you wouldn't thought you could say those two words together, exciting and title.
Yeah, most people don't even really understand title. They think it's home insurance. So yeah, that's a whole other discussion, but
Albatross brings that to the table. So that is exciting that we have a company that does something which is not seen as an exciting trade, but you're bringing a ray of light to the industry. So viewers, again, please reach out to Amanda, her details below, to speak to her about anything title related from a fantastic, exciting company in the Tampa Bay area. Amanda, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you, William. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. And now it's over to Dave for the weather.